Every issue comes with a new issue on top of it, or every issue or thing we try to resolve something comes with another 300 posts of why did we do it.
Another guy's asking about being able to combine tin cans and barbed wire and make it like a sound type thing so that you could throw it and it would create a sound kind of like flares and other stuff to distract zombies.
Yeah, that's possible, I suppose. When crafting comes in, we can look at things like that without a doubt. I know there's been talk about one of the guys doing resorting out the traps and stuff like that, which also plays. I know one of the traps that he mentioned was like a piece of wire with tin cans on it or something. So yeah, it is possible, but a lot of the other systems will probably need to go in place before we start working on some of that stuff.
And then this one guy is like getting really...
Talking about how, any ideas how to lower KOS?
KOS is a tough one. Unfortunately, KOS is part of DayZ, always will be part of DayZ. Now, I don't think we're ever going to get rid of it, and I don't think we ever want to get rid of it. PvP is a big aspect of the game. A player's response to another player is a big aspect of what DayZ is. But we do need to try cutting it down a little bit. But a lot of the, I'm not going to say kids, a lot of the younger generation are not interested in playing a safe game or a safety game. They're just interested in playing what they can, run around, kill another player, and that's it. They're interested in stats.
Hate that.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from that. We're always going to have KOS. We're always going to have PvP. PvP on its own we need. KOS we do need to some degree. Trying to cut it down is always going to be hard. I believe we have cut it down a little with the infection changes we made in Point 7. I know a lot of people that we've spoken to on busy servers have seen a lot more trading. They've seen a lot more players grouping together. They've seen a lot lower KOS. Even on some of the stat systems that we monitor, we've seen a lot less people killing that just plain simply killing. Now, whether that's because they've cut down on PvP a little bit more because they're afraid a little bit more or what, I don't know. It's hard to get a judgment on that.
Yeah. Someone else asked, is it possible to save sandbags, barbed wire and tank traps after server restart after 24 hours?
What do you mean?
Because I don't know how tank traps, barbed wire, well, how does tank traps, barbed wire and sandbags work right now? They disappear on a couple of restarts, or?
Yeah, let me pull it up. It's different for private and it's different for official. Let me pull it up. Private servers, so people using our files for private servers.
Yep.
Our files for private servers removed unused vehicles older than 14 days. So that means stashes, traps, sandbags, wires, hedgehogs. So after 14 days of them not being updated, which is pretty hard to get these days. Camo nets removed after the characters died one day. Remove tent stashes whose owner has been dead for 4 days. So if an owner's been dead, his stash, any of his small stash, medium or tent gets removed after 4 days.
Right.
Empty tents get removed after 7. Empty tents, stash or stash mediums have gone after 7. Barbed wire gets removed after 2 days. Tank traps get removed after 15 days. Sandbags after 20 days. And bird traps after
You glitched in the way, mate.
5 days.
You lagged in. What the hell? You weren't even there, and then all of a sudden you were when I was firing.
I told. Yeah, you were blocking the way for me for a while. I think you were desyncing where I was.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, it's fine.
My bad.
I tried to write move really quickly, but it didn't really work out. I wrote of him. I'm infected now.
I think I accidentally shot somebody or nearly hit somebody because I thought you were a zombie. And then when I realized you weren't a zombie, you stopped moving, and then you moved into my line of fire when I was shooting.
I still need a bandage, and now I'm infected as well.
People in chat talking about broken bones, and I was thinking about it. Is there any way you guys can possibly in a future update, like, make it a little bit harder to break a bone? Like, not really hard, but I mean, like, you drop like 2 feet and you break your leg. I mean, that's not really that realistic, I guess.
Well, we can, but then why are you jumping from 2 feet? You don't. There isn't a jump in the game.
I'll put it in your bag. Unless
I
he's
want
got
to jump out of my helicopter.
Well,
and not break
I
my
mean,
legs.
like, if you're, like, in the farm buildings, if you're going down the stairs, you might fall, like, from the 4th step up or something. If you're going a little too fast, you might fall from up there, but, like, on the stairwell, you kind of fall off and you'll, like, break your leg and you'll just be screwed.
I suppose we could, yes. We could change it, but then, yeah, if you're taking your time, you wouldn't be running up a set of stairs anyway. And even if you run up your set of stairs at home, if you fall over, you're gonna hurt yourself. Whether you're on the 4th step, 6th step, or top of the stairs. So.
Well, I mean, like, falling from there, you could, like, lose blood or something, but not, like, break your whole leg. I mean, I don't think you're gonna break your leg from falling from, like, a couple feet.
Depends.
Well,
Yeah,
it is possible. So you think like more like random, or what are you looking for?
It is a hard one. We can change it by all means. There's nothing stopping us changing it, especially if it is from a low drop like that. But then, do we want to be able to allow players to run around carelessly without even thinking about what they're doing, or do we want the players to be thinking about what they're doing rather than running around carelessly? It does make you pay a bit more attention to what you're doing, and if you don't pay attention to what you're doing, you do have a possibility of breaking your bones. So
yeah, that is very true. When I run in buildings like the building they're in right now, I mostly crouch just so I don't because like bouncing off the walls and stuff annoys me, so I just crouch run through buildings like that they're in.
yeah, so again, I suppose it depends on the aspects of what you want. We're not trying to make a Call of Duty run to gun, run anywhere sort of game. It is trying to be more take your time, more stealthy approach. You know, play it slower than Call of Duty. Now, some players will always play it fast and try to run around everywhere. And I suppose if you fall off a step and break your leg because you're running around, it's kind of your own fault, isn't it?
And this one guy in chat keeps mentioning it. He really wants satchel charges to be able to set on cars, and when you start up an engine, it blows up.
No, that should be a nice one actually. But again, I think that would fall into the line of traps rather than.
Personally, I think that would be really annoying because I don't know of a way to tell if there's a bomb on it, because then you'd spend like a whole day getting parts, fix it up, and then you'd start it up and you just die.
Yeah, with that, we definitely have to have something on the system to identify whether it has been tampered with. But there is no reason we couldn't have it. It just means we'd have to pay a bit of attention to how we do it.
But then, like, what would be the point of, like, adding it if you can find out if it has, like, a bomb in it? Because that kind of defeats the purpose of, like, a hidden bomb. Like, you shouldn't know if it's gonna blow up or not. Otherwise, you could just defuse it, I guess, or something.
Yes and no, but then they do have players, like we've already discussed many times, that do run around without paying a care or attention to anything ever. They just run.
I mean, you
dismiss everything. So.
You don't have to have like text on it or anything to say that it's been tampered, but have like a tiny little feature of the car that if you look at it careful enough, you can see.
Yeah, you see the piece of C4 strapped to the side of the car, or next to the bonnet bumper or something silly like. Yeah,
or you'll see like a little tiny wire or something going to the bottom of the car or something like that.
Yeah. So it is definitely possible. There's no doubt about that. We can look at things like that. We would need to add some kind of visual effect to show any careful player that he's being careful and trying to play the game stealthy, quietly. That there is something there that could cause a problem.
So speaking of booby trapping cars, how about being able to sabotage cars, like taking out your hunting knife and puncturing a tire or stripping some wires in the engine to make it not
cutting
runnable?
The fuel line.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that has been brought up once or twice. It is, again, definitely it is possible, but then we would have some limitations to what we could do. We wouldn't be able to do like fuel lines. We wouldn't be able to do fuel lines, but we might be able to pop wheels.
So could we expect something like this in the future?
I don't know if I should say anything. At the moment, no, I'm going to say no. But we do have some other systems to come in that would, how would you say that now?
Allow similar action.
Yeah,
First world problems.
I'm trying to tell you to answer honestly, but I don't know how to answer honestly without having it in front of me, without having it ready, because it can change. So.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have a plan, but for the moment, no, it won't be implemented. But the system we have planned will be a lot more detailed than what we just discussed.
Awesome.
I think would be the easiest way to do it. But it leads into a lot more than just vehicles. It leads into a lot of medical systems as well.
Someone in chat is asking about plans for attachments and crafting.
Attachments, we've already discussed this a minute. I think all that's coming with the journal. As
Okay.
the journal comes in, we'll see this come up more and more, but the journal needs to be done first because of all the extras what we need.
Yeah, with attachments, he said that they're limited by the engine and what armor can actually do.
Yeah, but they're limited to the models we currently have. So unless we get new models from somewhere, asking another developer that it's got weapon models available, we are limited to some of the weapons that have.
And
Lars,
this
what are you
other guy
doing?
has a very serious question. I think we should add. Why are there no nukes? I think that we should add nukes so that you can blow up an entire town. I mean, like,
25 kill streak. With
get
an
25 kill streak.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you should be rewarded with at least
And
one
then
nuke.
the server should be offline forever.
Yeah,
Get some rope.
Can we add pot of golds to the end of rainbows and stuff like that?
Flying unicorns.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Right, I think.
Wait, when is the stream gonna end?
Whatever.
I'm thinking.
The team to speak. Get cozy. There's two goats on this airfield.
I guess Maldor's gonna take off.
Guys,
but I mean,
I'm
I'll be streaming for a
gonna
while.
be leaving in like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna send you guys all Bushwiki's stream link, so you can go there, and it's pretty much the same thing, but just from his view.
Continue to ask questions and everything.
Wait, what are you doing? Oh, to raise the stream.
No, to Bush. Oh, Razor has a stream.
No, I don't do mine. Mine's.
Oh, okay.
I've disabled mine, and
Yeah,
Razor doesn't have voice.
I sent it to Bushwiki. I sent it to Bushwiki stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
does
so-
he have a
yeah.
good stream?
Yeah, that's decent. Okay.
Holy graphical glitches, my god.
So yeah, I'm gonna end my
Unless
stream
you're
then.
too tired, Razor. Are you still good to keep going, or?
Well, I think at the moment, if we stop the questions, just keep streaming for the moment. Because yeah, I need to go and take a break because it is like 1 o'clock here.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
We could
gonna.
always, like, do this again tomorrow, or whenever you're next available, Razor.
Well, yeah, we just carry on streaming for a little bit. So I want to test a little bit more gameplay.
Yeah.
For this and
Alright,
What do
I'll
you-
be stopping my stream then and going off TeamSpeak.
Hey Maldor,
so
where's the chopper?
see you guys later. It's in front of the ATC.